So a while back, I opened up my P.O. box and, you guys sent some things. You might notice a number of these things, pretty much all of them have already been opened. I use my P.O. box for multiple things, and I don't know if it's stuff that I ordered, if it was sent for the P.O. box. So whenever I received something, I had to, like, do a little peek to see if it's something that I ordered, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, we have an entirely different set going here. Hopefully it doesn't look like complete trash. And, for the first time, my wife is actually manning a secondary camera, so we can get better angles on things. Say hi, wife.
Hi, wife.
So this package right here was actually the first one to show up in my P.O. box. So because this was the very first person to send me something, they get to be the finale, regardless of what's in here. I have a good idea as to what's in here. All right, random package first. Oh, we have what looks to be resealed packs. We have Sun and Moon, Evolving Skies, Sword and Shield. Like, we have some, the Sun and Moon's exciting. We have older packs in here. Okay, we have Japanese Unbroken Bonds. Evolving Skies, Sword and Shield, and another, is this Japanese or Korean? You're better at this, lady.
It looks like Korean.
Korean? Okay. These ones are actually sealed, but a number of these are completely split open. This was sent by the Cardboard Candy Bar. I'm guessing this was, like, direct from a company. I hope whoever bought these didn't, like, if they bought this through another seller, I hope that they knew that these would be, like, opened packs. Okay, yeah, I'm here now. I couldn't really think of how I was going to do pack openings in this video, so I figured this would work. I guess we'll start off with our pre-opened Unbroken Bonds right here. Okay, they're all in a sleeve together. So, are we looking at the same set? Is that the Unbroken Bond symbol? I think it might be. I'm not great with some of my older set symbols. We have the Crab Brawler, Ekin, Seal, the Katini, Graveler, Martial Arts Dojo, the Grapplocked, which is also in a sleeve for reasons, and a Fairy Energy. So it does seem to be like, you know, like we have our rare hit is sleeved, and then we have like, it looks like everything is from Unbroken Bonds. This is like a re-sealed pack? Alright, we have Evolving Skies. Let's pull that one out. We have the Cutie Fly. And that's not the right set, is it? That's base set Sun and Moon, if I'm not mistaken, down there in the corner. Not Evolving Sky. Maybe I'm wrong. I am bad with some of my set symbols. Poplio, Spearow, Picky Peck, the Tora Cat, Hariyama, Sandile. I wasn't expecting this to go straight to pack opening off the bat. So again, we haven't opened already Sword and Shield. It feels like there's another sleeve in this. That was kind of right. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not Sword and Shield there. That is straight up base set. At first I thought we were looking at evolutions. No, that is base set Nidoran right here. Okay. These are very, I don't know what to make of these repacks. We have an Onyx, Ghastly, the Diglett. God, these are all base set. I did not expect just base set cards in here. We have the Energy Retrieval, the Ditto from Fossil. Okay, so there's our rare pull again. It's in a sleeve. Then we have the Switch and base set 2 Energy right here. So all base set, 1 Fossil, 1 base set 2. All right, base set Sun and Moon. Let's see what's in this guy. Well, if I can get it. Again, we have all of them inside of a sleeve together. We have the Tangela, Drowsy, Rhyhorn, and I can tell you that's not the right set symbol down there for this. So I'm not sure if that was the Unbroken Bond symbol. That's the same one on here. Okay, we we have from the one of the Trick or Trade packs, the Dusknoir. And another energy. Another Evolving Skies. Again, we have an outer sleeve. We have the Snubble, Sandygas, the Grubbin, Cosmog, the Dewpider, Lillipup. That's base set Sun and Moon, right? That's the right set symbol? Dragonair, Balisand, Sandile. Then from Sword and Shield, again, a pre-opened with an inner sleeve. And oh, we're looking at more base set again. So we have our Vulpix right here. Look, I will never complain for anything from like base set Fossil, like the older sets, like even like the commons and stuff. Like I definitely don't have anywhere near like a master collection or anything. So I'm always happy to get some of these, like vintage cards here. We have our Beedrill, again, we have our Rare here in a sleeve. I actually have Gust of Wind in German, I'm pretty sure, and I don't actually have it in English, so hey, I have an English copy of Gust of Wind now, and Energy. Then we have two, I believe these are Korean, at least my wife thinks that they're Korean. Luckily, I prepared the official Pokemon scissors. Alright, well these, oh my god, they are resealed, I didn't think they were. Look, I cut the top, they're already open right here. Oh my god, is this one like that too? Hold on. Yeah, it is. They, like, really carefully cut the bottom of that to, like, not remove the bottom flap. That's wild. So we have a Fracture, Drowsy, Houndoom. Yeah, we have a resealed Korean pack here, too. And once again, they did already sleeve the Cornerstone mask here. Alright, well, we got an EX, and our second one... okay, whole thing is pre-sleeved. We have Rowlet, Axew, Houndour. Oh, my boy! Okay, I won't complain. They send me an extra copy of my boy. Did they do that Pokeball style in Korean? I'm really confused on what we're looking at here. We have a Hollow, Beautifly, and an Hourglass. Look, I'm just happy to have another copy of the boy.
It could be a Japanese pack.
It could be. I'm not good with languages at all.
I just know Korean because it's basic line.
Okay, so one thing I didn't mention about doing this little bland set back here, these are just cabinets in my studio room, but I figured it would be fun if you guys effectively decorated them. So this Absol card gets to be the first decoration for the cabinet. There. We have our Absol card. So you guys effectively get to decorate my studio room now, one piece of mail at a time. Alright, next, we have Amazon package. I'm guessing this is straight from Amazon. Yep, straight from Amazon. Shirt. This had to have been Jay. Jay wanted to send, a green shirt for the green screen. Oh my god, Jay. So... we have a Bulbasaur shirt, but it is in 2XL. Jay, how big? I'm assuming this was Jay. How big do you think I am?
If I can say, in the Discord, you did say you were a very large man.
I did a joke in a video or two of mine about wearing a green shirt and a green beanie on my green screen, and I made a joke about becoming even more green. Well, now I have a... Jeez. I have a borderline sweater to wear on my green screen now.
Oh, it looks so big.
It's huge. Yeah, a large number of these are Amazon packages. What I have to imagine is people using my Amazon link, because I have a thing through Amazon, an affiliate account, so you can go down below, pick up anything on Amazon, I get a kickback. I think people are using that link, so I get a kickback on items that are being sent to me. Let's see if this is just straight from Amazon again. It is. It also feels like a shirt. It's also green. Oh god, what's the size on this one gonna be? Oh my god, it's another 2X. Yeah, we have Greninja shirt. So one thing that I've been I wanted to mention in this video. I specifically waited until today. If I get this video out on Wednesday as planned, yes, I'm wearing every shirt. If I get this video out on Wednesday as planned, that's because I realized I was getting enough stuff from my P.O. box just in time for my birthday. So this video should be going up on my birthday. So you guys didn't know this, but you were basically just getting me birthday presents. I didn't know that either when I first opened the P.O. box. It just kind of how things lined up, and I was like, this would be fun. Next, Amazon package. Is it also straight from Amazon? It is. Oh, there's actually a thing in this one. A gift for you. Enjoy. It doesn't say by who, but there is a gift thing inside. Yeah, if you guys do Amazon, I think there's a way to put your name on, like, gift receipts, right?
Yeah. You can say specifically who it's from.
This one literally just says, a gift for you, enjoy your gift. Oh, it's an Absol. The Monster Collection. Pikachu knife. And yeah, that is just a little Absol figure. I know I've seen those packages before. We've done a handful of the Japanese, like, figures and stuff, but not usually a whole lot of these, like the more basic ones. It's pretty well done. I'll say that. That's a pretty well done little Absol. Like, it's high quality for being, you know, like a pretty basic little figure. It's probably the better Absol figure that I have. I don't think there's a good way to put Absol on the cabinet that he won't just immediately fall off. You think I'll hang from one of these? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. Well, maybe. All right, we might be able to hang the Absol next to the other Absol, but this one might not stay. This one might not stay on the cabinet. All right, we have a much larger boy here. Like, big package. Is this, I think this is like a AliExpress Temu kind of deal. Was this also just directly sent to me? Yeah, Albatross America. I'm pretty sure that's the shipper for everything AliExpress. I don't know. I assume that they do Temu and them too, like other Chinese sites. There are multiple things in here. Does have any kind of, no, just my P.O. box address. What is this? A handheld game console. I swear I've seen this exact one on AliExpress before. Model K36. May biggest dream is stay young forever. May what is that supposed to mean? Okay, there's a USB drive in here that I do not trust. This actually doesn't seem that bad. Handheld game console. This actually seems like decent quality. It's not from like a company that I recognize, probably because there's no company name on here. Right? There are some of these like Chinese like handheld devices that are actually really good. Yeah, this is a micro SD to USB converter. There is no way in hell this is getting anywhere near my computer. That's going straight in the trash. Let's see if it'll just turn on out of the box. It is USB-C. Like, this isn't too bad. Okay, it turned on. Let's take off the peel. It's also not a bad screen. Like, it's very light, I'll say that, but like, the joysticks and stuff feel kind of like PS Vita quality, like maybe like, you know, not quite as bad as like PSP. The screen is actually really good. Like, I'll say that. Alright, let's see if we can't just immediately find Pokemon. Game Boy Advance. This menu is way too familiar to me. What is this running? I mean, there are a lot of games preloaded on here. P-O-K-E. Hopefully the E doesn't need an accent on it. Pokemon 10th Anniversary. Okay, that has the Mew distribution on here. The Aura Ticket. Let's just look for, like, Fire Red. Breath of Fire, those are good RPGs. Fire Emblem. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so yeah, we do have Pokemon Fire Red on here. Okay, so this is just running RetroArch. That's what I thought. It seemed really familiar. The screen on this is really impressive, honestly. Like, that's really not bad. Like, really not a bad screen. I will say the boot up times and stuff are kind of terrible. Okay, so there isn't any kind of, like, speed up. But, I mean, hey, like, it works really well. This is a pretty nifty little device. And yeah, you can literally just put it to sleep. Like, that's interesting. It does have a sleep state. Okay, well, I have something to mess around with after this video. Okay, so I actually have spent a little bit of time with this thing now. And I gotta say, it's really not bad for the price. What I'm saying is you can buy this thing anywhere from, like, at the lowest, like, 45 up to, like, 70. Kinda goes back and forth. But it is a decently competent little handheld. I've been messing around with it for a little bit, and I think I might actually just use this to start playing Pokemon Black. So you have these little triggers on the back, and if you change the settings on this little DS emulator, you can just click this trigger right here to, I know you're just like seeing my face in the reflection here, but to swap between the top screen and the bottom screen. So here, now that we're actually in game, so there's the bottom screen, there's the top screen. But if you need to see both, you can click down the right joystick, and bam, there are both screens. Or you can, you know, there's a way to rotate them. Yeah, like that. So you can do like top and bottom, or you can have them side by side. Obviously, it's much more preferable to play it like this. You get a much better view of the game, and you know, you can still swap to your lower screen. You do have like a little stylus emulator. It's kind of annoying. You'll be able to notice that I do have a little bit of a speed boost going on here. The animations are playing slightly faster. That's because you can turn on a very light fast forward, which just makes the game a little bit more bearable without it being uncontrollable. But as this was gifted to me by Obsidian Panther, well, my starter here, Oshawott, gets to be named Obsidian P. But I went through all of the ROMs and just kind of made a list of games that I have either, like, I don't like nostalgic for, or I have, like, you know, some memory of that I'd be interested in playing again, or perhaps games that I've heard of that were really, you know, that I've heard are good, and even some that I just happen to notice and want to just to see what it's about, if you get what I mean. Also, for some reason, it has Pokemon Stadium, but not Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, of course, you do have some bootleg Pokemon games on here as well, like this Pokemon 4-in-1. And my favorite mode is down here at Pika Slot, where it's literally just the slot machine. So let's like do a bet of 10. Let's see how we do. Come on, give me sevens, give me sevens, give me sevens. Okay. Not looking great for us. Yeah, we didn't do so good there, boys. We've been messing around with it enough that it's been dying, so. So if you were curious about, like, stronger systems like the PSP here, this is a Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. And, okay, I thought it was crashed. So, it runs weird, like, really weird. So in this case, you can see it's running really smooth right here. And it is really smooth until it does that. It'll run really great and then just pause. Like, I'm not doing that, it just kind of pauses sometimes. So, like, would I consider this playable? Not really. But, I mean, like, it'll run really smooth for, like, a long period. I don't really know what I'm doing. I haven't played this Soul Calibur game. But, like, it runs really smooth for, like, long periods of time. And then it'll just, like, hard freeze, which is just really unexplainable to me. That's the longest it's ran without doing a freeze, by the way. That's the best that I've seen. So some of these like higher demand handhelds, it actually can handle, just not super well. Now, of course, it has an SD card. I can always throw different, that's not where the SD card is. There's an SD card. I can always throw different ROMs on here. I don't really have the intention to do so. I think I'm just gonna, oh, whoop, I forgot it does that whenever you unplug the charger. I'm just gonna get my fun out of it, like, you know, just from what's already on here. And there's a lot on here in this very, large-butted device, which isn't that comfortable on my bigger hands, especially when using these like really low-down joysticks. But I mean, I'm actually probably gonna just leave this thing out in the living room just to kind of mess around with when I'm bored. Okay, so I went back and confirmed, and yes, it was Obsidian who was messaging me about sending a package from AliExpress, and this, I believe, is the one that Obsidian sent. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the last pickup that I got for this video. So, Obsidian, massive thank you for that little handheld that I will be messing around a lot with. So there was a second thing in that other little bag. I think Obsidian might have sent too much here. It's Obsidian Panther, to be more specific. Oh my god. We have the Game Flash GB Pro. So this is literally just for flashing your own Game Boy games onto. I have seen these. I've never actually considered picking one up. I like the idea of doing flash carts. I loved the R4 cards that they did during the, like, DS era was, like, the best thing to ever exist. I never considered trying to pick one up for an older console, so I'll have to try this one out too. So, the Game Flash GB Pro Plus. Again, you have the SD card up here. From what I gathered from the internet, some people are reporting viruses on different cards they get from these, so it will not be going in my PC. So it's only valuable to me for what ROMs are already loaded on it. And oh boy, are there ROMs. However, it's very hard to figure out exactly what you're looking at here. I don't really understand the file structure, but if we go to like GBCE, we have a bunch of games. And then if we go to like GBCJ, there's more games. There's another GB, like Game Boy Color English Japanese maybe? Game Boy English Japanese, but then what is JU? There's like not much in here. Then there's just U. Then we have GBUE, GBUNL, GBW, and then these weird ones, which are like just broken things inside. Also, it really confused me at first, but B is actually how you enter a folder. Like if we wanted to enter J right here, we'd actually hit B to enter it and then A to back out. But the fun part to me is there is specifically a Pokemon folder with just so many ROM hacks. That is 4 pages. Now, some of these aren't ROM hacks, like these are just like different languages right here. Some of these are just like regular games. Most of them are ROM hacks. So this takes like a solid minute to load anything, and it does light up. So I tried out this ROM hack, which is called Before Elite, and for some reason you play as Bruno. And I just went ahead and dropped my save here, because your options for your starter are Geodude, a Machop, and I don't know, does Bruno normally use a Magnemite? Because, I mean, that's one of the options. And there's some other weird changes. For some reason, this is Oak Sprite, and their name is still just Oak. But then our rival here, who is still a rival, is actually a female named Ashley. But their sprite in the intro was still Gary. So this thing is most interesting to me to just kind of explore the Pokemon ROM hacks that are on here. But there is more inside of this bag. Okay, my knife is still open and it almost fell. That was a little scary.
You can have a knife on your toes.
Look, if you close the knife, then you're not ready to use it, right? I need to open the entire time to make sure that I'm always prepared. This felt like a binder. This is definitely a binder. I've been wanting to get a binder from AliExpress to put my fake Pokemon cards in, because, you know, fake Pokemon binder for fake cards. This might just be the case. Oh my god, it's actually really sick, though. It is the Jolteon. Let me get this thing opened up. Oh, there's actually more on the back, too. I don't think this is fake. I think this is a Chinese product. Like, off the bat, I don't think this is a fake binder. It might be, right? It's AliExpress. It's hard to tell. But you can get official goods from AliExpress, as viewers of my channel would know. Oh, it kind of smells weird. But on the back, yeah, you actually have copyright info down here. This looks like an official Pokemon binder. So I still need to get me a joke binder for my fake cards. Oh, it's a 4-pocket binder too. So yeah, you have 4 cards per page. It is side loading. It has the sewn in backs. This is actually really cool. I wonder if I should just use this for my Chinese cards. I started organizing my cards, like my English, my Japanese, my Chinese, Korean. They're kind of like all organized together now. I used to keep them separate. So I don't really think I want to separate them to throw them in here, but I can think of a use for this. My stamped card binder is actually getting a little cramped. I actually have a bunch of cards that I did organization for that need to go in my stamped card binder. This will probably have a lot more room, and it has the best evolution on it. So that might be what this gets used for. All right, we got a handful of smaller ones here. So this one is just in an envelope by itself. I can't get it out. I'm just gonna tear the envelope apart. Did they like... Oh yeah, they really did. They taped it in. Like the outside of the envelope, it's like it melted to it with like the envelope's like adhesive. Owl Central Games via Amazon. Okay, I'm guessing somebody ordered this via Amazon. Included, okay, well, that's also super fitting. We have the Jolteon. We have its Jolteon V Max. Also from Evolving Skies, you know, the kind of like still crazy overhyped set. That's super fitting. Where did that binder go? I don't have sleeves handy. I think all my sleeves are currently in the cabinet, which I can't get into. So it's gonna go in here unsleeved. We have a Jolteon inside of the Jolteon binder. Okay, honestly, what I would rather do with that Jolteon, let's get that back out. Let's get that back out. I have a better idea. It did come in a little card saver. More decoration for the cabinet. All right, another little envelope. Does this have a cylinder? TCG Generation. So this is likely another like thing picked up via Amazon or eBay and sent directly. Oh, no kind of like shipping info or anything at all on the inside. But okay, we have another Absol. Let's free my boy. Let's free him from his confines. Now I do have an Absol card collection, but it's been a while since I like went through it and figured out what I needed. This is a reverse, and I think that's like Unified Minds. I don't think it's somewhere around there, but it's a 2015 Absol as a reverse. There's a good shot I have this card in the collection, but probably not as a reverse. So, if it turns out that I do need this one for the collection, it'll be getting removed from the cabinet. But until then, Absol for the Absol cabinet. Next one. Let's see if this is another straight shipped to me. CGC House Games. Yeah, okay. So this looks like it might have been eBay or directly from their site. I don't know. Oh my god, this is more of a you there, lady. It is a Doctor Who Tops Alien Attacks. What's funny is this had to have been sent before I did my every TCG video. And this is another one of the attack series of cards that they stopped printing. So this will go to my wife, because she actually likes Doctor Who.
That is actually a different series than the ones I opened before, so neat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Have you done these Alien Attacks cards?
I did the ones that had Matt Smith on the front.
I know nothing about Doctor Who. It'll make her happy. I'll have her open it on camera here.
It really is hard looking through a screen.
My wife now gets to experience what it's like to film my videos. So we definitely didn't forget to film this earlier, by the way.
Let's see, this tech doll. This one is from the seasons with Amy and Rory.
Oh my god, it's a guy.
I don't remember who Alex is. I apologize for anybody who's...
What do you mean? He's a human.
Yeah, he is, but maybe someone's a fan of Alex. I don't remember.
I know more about Alex than you do. I'm the biggest Alex fan.
Romana, definitely from the older Who. I don't remember as much because I didn't get to watch those episodes as much. Definitely don't remember this dude. But
It's like
he's
a Power Rangers villain.
he's a guy, the snowman. This one was also from I don't know, David Tennant or Matt Smith. I can't remember which one. May have been the Capali. The Atraxi. Yeah, this was Matt Smith's premiere.
Oh my god, another human!
It's not just another human, it's Queen Victoria.
It's a human. It's another human.
Clones, what are their name? I don't remember their name.
This is like getting all trainer cards in Pokemon.
Yeah, but like, these are clone people. These are clone people. They got made to do the work that people didn't want to do because it was too dangerous. And we have a Supreme Dalek.
I like Trash Can.
I'm a big fan of Daleks, but I personally kind of like the Cybermen better.
That's why you keep trying to bedazzle our Trash Can.
Alien.
Alright, next Amazon package. I'm worth checking, but probably wrong way. I went overboard on privacy here. Yeah, it's also just from Amazon. Probably didn't have to do all this tape on 90% of these. Oh. Well, I am already wearing a yellow beanie. I have another yellow beanie to swap it out with. Do I look like a kid, like, trying to look up at the camera when you're at that angle? Like a little kid, like, looking up at his dad?
I don't know, try it.
Oh, these are like pipe cleaners on the top. So you could like bend these in whatever direction you want them to be to make your Psyduck. How is Psyduck's hair? Is it more like straight up?
It's like a whiff. It's got like 3 different whiffs.
So it's kind of so it's more kind of like that? Does that seem kind of Psyducky?
Sure.
Well, my head's about to be extra warm. Oh, if it'll fit. Ta-da! I have no idea what I look like right now. This one has a box inside. Let me guess, straight from Amazon. Hey, I'm happy to see that you guys are using the Amazon link, all right? Amazon kind of fought me there for a little bit. Okay, there is a gift receipt, and it's one of these remnant figures. Does this have... Okay, this one is from Jay. For JS and Titan. There. Amazon actually sent a gift receipt. We have from Jay. It is the Swing Vignette Collection 3. So, Greninja, okay, you have your Slowpoke or Psyduck in there. Or I have my Greninja. There's also a Pelipper. Fuecoco and Rowlet would also be sick. That Volcarona actually looks pretty cool. This is the Psyduck and Slowpoke. It's labeled. This is one of the sellers where you get to pick which one you get. I'm weird about that. A lot of the times when it's like, you can pick what you get, I think it's usually like kind of lame. I'm big on like the gambling aspect. At the same time with remnant figures, they can be kind of expensive, and I do kind of like being able to just go like, yeah, I want that one. Yeah, there's your Psyduck and Slowpoke. Okay, so somebody gets a stick in their butt. Okay, Slowpoke just goes right here. There's actually like a cutout for him on the rock.
I was gonna say, oh boy, I hope it's Psyduck.
There we go. So there's the Slowpoke, and yeah, there's a stick that gets to go in Psyduck's butt. Maybe it goes in his back. Oh yeah, he's hanging. I've seen them do this style before. So yeah, it's literally a hanging Psyduck, like floating like an angel over the Slowpoke. That's actually really cool. All right, well I know what you're putting on display. Thank you, Jay. Fun fact: Jay is actually this channel's first ever channel member. Jay also helps out, I say helps out, basically runs the news thing in my Discord right now. Maybe one day I'll get things evolved. I was working on a project involving this thing right here to make a custom Discord bot, and things kind of fell apart. Finally, we get to the last package. This one actually being the first package that was ever sent in my P.O. box. Now, this person contacted me and asked if they could send something, and I was like, yeah, man, it's kind of what the P.O. box is for. I said, just like, you know, keep in mind, like, it's gonna be a while. Like, I'm still a smaller channel. It's gonna take time for things to be sent to me enough to be able to make a full video on. And they waited a long time. Like, how long have I had that P.O. box open for now?
Nearly half a year?
Yeah, this was sent pretty early in. Like, this was like pretty shortly after opening the P.O. box. So this person has waited a long time. But they were asked if they could send something because they actually make these themselves. Which is something that I'm always excited to see. So, yes, right here. So the store that they run is MCW3D. You have their little sticker right there. They might have an extra thing in here. So that's one important thing. If you're ever sending anything to the P.O. box, this is probably one of the easiest, like, ad reads you can ever get, right? Like, make sure you include, if you run a store, if you make things, right? If you do like 3D prints or handmade things or whatever else, and you want to send something, include your store name so people can find you. That way I don't have to fight all of the comments that get mad at me saying, hey, where is the store? I want to buy that. Like, I don't know. Yes, MCW3D made the things in this box, and this first one is really cool. I've seen a good number of these done. The depth on the Game Boy is really well done. We have Pokemon Blue, and it's just like a 3D printed, like, hanger cartridge, but it has like a holographic sticker on it, which is just, you know, straight up from Pokemon Blue version. Yeah, it has the DMG side on the sticker, this side out. They got like good depth on like the actual like Game Boy part itself. That's really cool. Okay, that one looks really sick. We're gonna save that. Okay. Looks kind of funky. We have a Gengar sticking his tongue out. His proportions seem very goblin. Do you get what I mean, lady? I don't know how to put it. His face looks less like Gengar and less like, more like a really freaky person that I would not want to meet in a dark alley. But oh, I didn't even think. Where's my hangers? I did not buy enough of these. These are like really strong magnets, by the way. I bought these because they said that I could hold like 30 pounds, which I don't believe. But they are really strong, so they might be able to hold 30 pounds. Where'd he go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Game Boy, right there. Okay, I'm getting really hot. I gotta pick a beanie. Okay, that is far better. Okay, is this the last thing? I wanted, this looked really sick. I've seen so many of these, and I've always been tempted to pick one up. And I'm happy one was just sent to my door. Okay, they did a fantastic choice too. That is sick. So I'm sure you guys have seen these before if you're like big in the Pokemon community. People have been designing these things all over the place. They're Pokeballs that are designed after a specific Pokemon. And the fact that they picked Growlithe, that is a fantastic choice. It's really well done. You actually have like their thing at the bottom in 3D kind of printed in the bottom of it. I mean, you have, you know, like exposed ridges and stuff like you normally see with these 3D prints, but the spikes on the back of this guy could literally stab you. If I would have opened this package first, I probably could have opened one of the packages with this. Here, let's see if we can do like a little spin. That's really cool. Thank you, MCW3D. Thank you guys very much for watching the video and for sending things to the P.O. Box. So, if you want to send something, that'll be in the next P.O. Box video. Somewhere on screen, I'm going to have my P.O. Box information listed. You'll probably just want to get it from the description of this video, though. Again, I have to wait until I have enough things to justify doing a video on, so it could be a bit if you decide to send something till the video will release, but this was really fun. So one thing I also have decided on, if you guys want to send something to have signed and sent back, for the time being, until I kind of learn more about doing this whole shipping thing, if it fits in an envelope and you live within the United States, you can ship it to me, let me know that you want it signed, and I will ship it back. Eventually I can go larger in size, but it depends on shipping prices and all of that. We'll see. And I apologize if this video was like super jank. We haven't really filmed a video like this in all of my time doing YouTube, so I didn't really know how to do it. I think that this kind of worked. Very blank background, but there's not really a whole lot of space in this apartment. I thought this was kind of the best solution, and we can like slowly design my very bland cabinets over time. Like these house a majority of my Pokemon collection. Like the primary thing that I do, and the outside of them is just plain white and so boring. So I'm happy to start adding some things to it.
Quite literally the first time doing this, and the first time you have me filming anything, so.
Yeah, we've never done like a multicam with an actual camera person, like not just on a tripod, and like having me behind the, like, this is a very different kind of setup. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. I have to read out channel members. I almost forgot. All right, time to read off my ever-growing list of YouTube members. PokeHorror J, Obsidian, Smokey of the Sun, Andrew B, Bod, Reed, Katie Huff 21, Lana C, Kiss of Ember, Air, Junior's Pokemon, Lycan, Car, Ava, Reese, Billy Willow, Obsidian Panther, Andrew Mosquita, Grassy Blackwell, Lime Kiwi, Crispy Demon Duck, Cold Drip Gaming, Aquarinda 369, Wonder Bread, Speller Vertigo, Shadow Fame 15, Thomas Mancini Brewster, Ugor, Goaty, Shea Blainset, 12 O'Clock 1, Steve Bell 6, Tordenand, RX Vane VR, Megabyte, Bloopy Hamari, Mez Awesomes, Eevee in Space, Chance D, Diabells, That Souls Girl, Psycho Panda, Borisu, Flamehead, My Little Gaming, Joseph Long, and the Terminator 624. A massive thanks to all of you guys for your continued support. Again, sorry this video is kind of awkward. I'm hoping I can save it in editing. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Alright, I want to go take a nap.